Alex Hormozi just made $100 million pretty much in a span of a weekend, and I haven't heard a single person talk about how he put the offer in front of people at the beginning of his presentation and basically told people, hey, here's the offer I'm going to give you at the end of your presentation. Watch this.
At all scales across physical products, services, and digital businesses. So picture this. A prospect says, I can't afford $6,000. Instead of losing the sale, you say, okay, what if we did $250 a month for 24 months? And you knew they'd pay. If they actually want your thing, then they'd say, yeah, no brainer. And if every week you turn one no into cash flow, it makes a massive difference at the end of the year. Now turn the tables. Imagine someone offers you something for $6,000 and you really want it, but cash flow's tight this month. Then they say, no worries. Why don't you do 24 payments of $249? If you wanted it, that would probably make it a no-brainer. So you do it. The key is knowing when to offer it and how to make sure you get paid. Given we spent $6.5 million of research for school to master just one of these, number two, at 1/1000th the cost, this is a steal at $6,499. And given these mechanisms, do you think you can get even one more person per month to take a downsell?
When then you go to his checkout page, and sure enough, we got ourselves a $6,000 product. And if you were to go ahead with the Affirm payments, you've got $250 a month for 24 months for 2 years. He told you the exact offer he was going to use. He demonstrated it not only as a model throughout his presentation, but then actually uses it to fulfill on his frameworks actually working and showcasing, hey, this works. And of course, a ton of people took him up on it. I think he had like 25,000 copies of this offer of the book bundle sold out, I'm sure. And on top of that, there was, from what I've heard, there was like a $18,000 upsell or something like that into his private community, which no sales page, no salespeople, just buy on school into his community, which I believe the last number that I heard, there was about 500 people in there. So do the math if I have my numbers correct. Absolute savage. And yeah, he made a lot of money this weekend just off of proving that his playbooks work. And I really like that he does this anyways. Like anytime he's launched one of his books, he proves the models inside before even giving it out. So he's like actively doing it with offers. He was making crazy offers with leads. He was showcasing how to use all the different type of lead mechanisms. And now in money models, he did exactly that on how to collect cash upfront to pay for ad spend, which was like the first thing he showcased in his webinar. And then on top of that, he then went into literally what I just showed you, the exact offer that was pretty much an Easter egg in the beginning, a little teaser with obviously without telling you, that ends up being the exact offer he presents at the end of his pitch. And it was pretty cool to watch. I went out, I was actually visiting family, and I went to go get, I planned on buying the book anyways, just because I have his other ones. And as I came back, because I needed internet service from where I came back, and this guy was still going till like 8 p.m. And then he came up the next day to come and clean up the rest of the people that were there live again, not just a recorded webinar, but live. Now we had a Guinness World Record. And yeah, the guy absolutely crushed it. No doubt that he is an absolute champion when it comes to selling information. I know people don't really maybe consider books, but info, but it's information. He's selling info in the info space on one of the largest scales that I've personally ever seen in the space. I would say next to him would be Iman from what I've seen, and they're pretty much direct competitors now with School and WAP going head to head. So pretty crazy to see and pretty inspiring for those who want to see what it looks like to truly be great. Doesn't matter if it's in sports, if it's in music or whatever. This one's in business. This one's in online marketing, selling information, and Hormozi basically sets the bar for what it takes to really clean up. Not just one day, but a second day. And I'm pretty sure he was doing like a third live stream. I could have been wrong. I thought I saw an email about that, but yeah, the guy absolutely cleaned up and made a lot of money, proving the $100 million money models playbook. So good for him, and congrats to acquisition.com, but I just wanted to showcase how he literally, like, I didn't see anybody else catch this. I was like, bro, he was telling you the offer ahead of time, and sure enough, that's exactly what he did. He like phrased it and everything perfectly. So anyways, let me know if any of you went ahead and bought any of Alex Hormozi's upsells, what you ended up getting for it, all those good things. I know he also went ahead and gave out some free stuff. I also got his one playbook. It was like the Lost Chapters or something like that. I think it's like a digital download. So some cool stuff he ended up giving out, but he's also just a master of repackaging certain concepts and explaining them in elite detail, and a ton of value in there. Not to say that there isn't. There is definitely. I've learned a lot from him. So, and I've been to the in-person workshops as well. So I know that what he's teaching is definitely something that I recommend all people in business to apply, but you got to apply it because that's the most important part. If you don't apply it, what's the point? So anyways, that's it for this video. Cheers.